Hi, this is Rachel Newborn, and this is my homework number 2 for user testing for technical communicators. So for this homework, I tested the Google Chrome download and install instructions with 2 test subjects. Subject A, who's my mother, who's 70 years old, and subject B, who's my father, who's 66 years old. And despite some differences in comfort and their confidence with computers, I found that both of my subjects reported similar problems with the instructions. So I'm on a Mac and things look a little bit different in Safari than they did on my subject's machine. So they both were using the same PC laptop and they were using Firefox for their browser. So the first issue that we uncovered was a feeling of not being 100% confident where the downloadable installation file was after download. So both subjects didn't have too much trouble with downloading the installation file, which is the first step. And they hit download and accept and install. But then at this point, they weren't exactly sure where the downloadable, the .exe file on a Windows machine was. So in Safari, there's more of an animation and there's this icon that pops up here, but in Firefox, there wasn't. And this actually stopped subject A from being able to complete the task because she wasn't able to find where that downloadable file was. And because she was greeted with this welcome message, she felt that she had installed everything that she needed to. So for subject B, he reported that he wasn't sure based on the instructions where that file was, but he knew from previous experience that he needed to go look in his downloads folder. So he was able to complete that. And then once downloading the file here, he was able to complete installation, which was good, but then he arrived at the exact same place that subject A did, which was when he completed, I'm not actually going to go through this, but when he did complete installation, then he received a new browser Chrome window opening up, but it was just to the Google homepage. So in the instructions, it says that a Chrome window opens once everything is set up, and the first time Chrome opens, you'll see a message, etc., etc. And because he didn't see any of that, he just saw the Google homepage open up. He kept toggling back, just as subject A did, back to this window, looking for some kind of thank you or welcome message to kind of understand whether he had finished the process. So those were the 2 major problems that we uncovered, but some other ones that came up were that in step 1, to download the installer file, it wasn't clear to either subject A or subject B that they needed to click on the hyperlink for it to actually download. And even this icon here wasn't really enough to let them know that they needed to click on it. I think they would have benefited from a button or something a little bit more obvious. Something else that came up was some language in this first paragraph about user accounts that kind of stopped them and confused them initially. So there was a note about moving that language to a footnote or to somewhere at the bottom of the installation instructions so it didn't disrupt the activity as much. So overall, this was a really illuminating experience for me to complete this user edit with non-digital natives because I could see how my test subjects might benefit from a little bit more explanation. Thanks.